kamay ng relo, sayaw ng bawat minuto. Kahit na anong pilit-pigilin, di natin magagawang pilitin. Dadaan na dadaan ng oras, di nito magagawang umatras. Ang bukas ay darating din, huwag mong palilipasin. Pangarap mo na ipinagpabukas, baka masayang pato at tumalpas. Sa iyong kamay na kasalanay, siguraduhin mo na ang tagumpay. Ikaw ang karapat-dapat at tahaking landas. Tapang mo ay sapat, siyang dapat. Sa iyong pangarap, taglay mo ang lahat ng sangka. Ipagaspas ang iyong pakpak, lipad na. Hanggang ngayon pa ba, puso mo'y nangangamba? Hanggang kailan mo ba ipipikit mga mata sa malawak na dagat ng iyong pangarap?
Okay, Madhouse, people of the world, I decided to go live this afternoon para meron tayong kapihan, talakayan. I'm sure there are many questions in your mind, and even people outside Madhouse, they have questions. They're all valid, and I welcome them, no? And I think now's the best time, and I decided not to do this privately, but out in the open, so that everybody will know what we're all about and what we do. I don't know, yung mga label artists natin, you might have some things in your mind. Let me answer, or let me tell you what it is.
Ikaw ang karapat-dapat sa tatahaking landas. Tapang mo ay sapat, siyang dapat. Sa iyong pangarap, taglay mo ang lahat ng sangka. Ipagaspas ang iyong pakpak, lipad na. Hanggang ngayon pa ba, puso mo'y nangangamba? Hanggang kailan mo ba ipipikit mga mata sa malawak na dagat ng iyong pangarap? Hanggang ngayon pa ba, puso mo'y nangangamba? Hanggang kailan mo ba ipipikit mga mata sa malawak na dagat ng iyong pangarap? Sa dagat ng iyong pangarap.
All right, everybody. Magandang hapon. I decided to go live and wala lang, mabuti na nagkakausap-usap tayo. I'm sure maraming mga questions sa isip. Tov Zoray, it's way past Boker. Wala si Shai, wala si Andre, kaya tawag dito, i-highlight ko na lang whatever I can. Now, anyway, I hope most of the guys are here, especially the label artists. I decided to do this live because mabuti na rin the general public has a better understanding of what Madhouse is all about. We can do this via Zoom, but we're an open book. Everybody should hear it actually. No, lalo na yung I'm checking out some conversations and there are many questions. Tapos meron iba from the outside kine-question. They're all valid and without questions there's no check and balance. No, importante yung may mga alinlangan, importante. Otherwise, kung walang alinlangan, tira pasok tayo lahat, no? And that's something that I do not recommend. I recommend being brave, pero hindi pwede tira pasok. So every time there is a question in mind, that means you are a thinking individual, and that's good. And I welcome that. I love thinkers. I'm not really impressed with people who just do what is told. Anyway, let me give you, bigyan ko kayo ng konting history, how Madhouse came to be and what it really is, no? Ang Madhouse actually, I evolved around darts, the sport of darts, because I am a serious player. I was in my early days in the early 80s, I was a hustler. And yes, and I mean a hustler, yeah. And then, of course, I became a tournament player. It was all about darts, no? Because Madhouse is a slang. Slang yan, no? Vernacular. Slang yan para dun sa double one. It's one of the most difficult shots in darts is to hit the double one. And people call it the Madhouse. Oh my God, the finish is the Madhouse. Nasisira ang ulo na dahil mahirap. If you miss it, walang extra out, If you don't have let's say, your finish is 32, so the double 16. Mapasok mo yung double 16, may double 8 ka pa, mamiss mo yun, may double 4 ka pa, and so on. Pag double 1 na, pumasok lang sa 1, wala, busted ka na. So it's really a difficult thing, and people call it the Madhouse. And I like the idea of being mad, because I think being mad is, we are in good company, They said that Albert Einstein was a madman. For the religious, even our Lord was considered a mad person for doing what he does, no? Or what he did and what he's still doing for us. So there's nothing wrong with being mad, because it's out of the ordinary. Normal is boring, in my opinion. That doesn't give us the right, however, to be really crazy, just being crazy for the heck of being crazy. No. So anyway, so I've been in the industry for a very long time. As a musician playing in a band since 83. No. As a musician just playing since the 70s, since I was a little boy. And then I decided to go solo entering the 90s. So nakita ko na lahat na nangyari sa industry, and there are many good stuff, I wouldn't be where I am if it weren't good. Pero napansin ko habang tumatagal, tila nawawala na yung originality sa ating bansa. And kung yung artist na didiktahan na kung ano yung dapat gawin, which shouldn't be the case, because I was the last of the Mohicans where we were actually encouraged to be original. Then after that, puro gayahan na lang. Gayahan. Magkaroon ng isang sikat, lahat, ganun na yung tunog. Kung anong sikat sa abroad, gagayahin na lamang. Wala naman talaga original na sa totoo lang, because even the great Stevie Wonder, sinasabi niya, I got this from Satchmo, I got this from Miles Davis, etc., etc. The brilliant Prince, inamin niya that his hero was James Brown, so he got some of the funk and the Oakland stuff from James Brown, and so on and so forth. Everything is borrowed, no? But how do you put it together? No? I gave the analogy already before na pwede mo naman suotin yung suot ng isang tao, kaya lang pareho ba kayo ng body type? Of course, masusuot mo yan. Ang tanong, fit ba sa'yo? O dahil gusto mo lang? So anyway, I got tired of the system, and I got tired of maliban sa dinidiktahan, naiisahan pa yung artist. And I've been warned by some of my colleagues na, Rans, masyado kang matapang magsalita sa radyo, sa TV, sa internet. Baka meron kang masasagasaan ng mga big ones. Ako, wala naman akong balak managasan ng tao eh. Meron kaming gustong puntahan, humarang eh. O di nasagasaan. Hindi para sagasaan, kaso ito yung direksyon namin eh. Papunta kami dito. Hindi namin kayo sinasagasaan. Nang harang kayo, talagang matatamaan kayo ng lipad namin. Tatamaan talaga kayo. Pero I call a spade when I see a spade, and I've had enough. You know, marami from my generation were raped. You know, abused, raped, nagamit ang talino at ang nakinabang ay ibang tao. So, I don't want that to happen anymore. Kadalasan ngayon, kung hindi nyo ibibigay yung kaluluwa nyo, wala kayong kontrata, wala kayong record deal. You have to give them the soul. You have to give them the copyright. They own it. You don't even know the accounting anymore. Basta sabi, ito kinita mo. Ano, may totoong accounting nun. Di ba? And then, you want to do a remake of your song or you want another artist to do it, you can't. Hindi kayo may hawak ng copyright nyo. That's why I always tell you, own the song. Di ba? And then, para mapatugtog sa radyo, you have to be either connected, you have to give payola, or you really have to do kung ano yung uso. So, I've had enough of that, no? So I envision to create a radio or a program wherein I will find all the original artists out there. Hindi na kailangan yung pipila pa sila para lang marinig. Kami pa nga naghahanap. And then I came up with Madhouse. And then luckily, there were some men and women who believed in this advocacy. And nagkaroon na ako ng kasama. Nagkaroon na ako ng mga admins and mga katulong. And we weathered 2 years, and here we are entering our 3rd year. And then finally, I said it's about time we create a label. So it's a real entity because we registered it sa SEC. We have the papers. We're complete. We are a complete entity. And the label was created so you have a brand. You know? So you have someone or an entity to represent you. Na pagkakaiba nitong Madhouse, you know, may mga nagtatanong, naku, baka gamitin lang kayo doon. Lintik na. Kami nga nagpapagamit eh. So paano namin kayo gagamitin? Unang-una, hindi namin kailangan kumuha ng mga kanta. Kami mismo gumagawa ng kanta. Napakarami nga. Binibigyan namin ng daan ang musika nyo para marinig ng marami. And as far as yung gagamit, ulitin ko lang, doesn't have to, di kailangan ng henyo to know that kabaliktaran nangyayari, pinapaggamit namin ng Madhouse. You know? The purpose is so you have a venue, so you have a home, so you have a community, so you have a family. Okay? Wherein we can have an internal check and balance. Kaya meron tayong mga GC sa mga as far as the label artists are concerned. Kaya may mga GC, so you can that's where you share your ideas, and if need be, that's where you will hear real comments. And I've always taught that to all my students and to all that I have mentored. You know, mahalaga ang punto de vista, lalo na ng totoong artist. No? Hindi pwede, wow, ang galing mo, Brad. Wow, ang galing mo, girl. Ate, galing mo. Hindi pwede yan. Sino linuloko natin? Gusto lang natin marinig kung ano yung gusto natin marinig. We don't get a correct or no, we do not have an adequate or a precise reaction to what we do. Diba? Kasi you can play something really lousy, you know, Tapos sasabihin sa'yo, ang ganda nito. Oh, you got your gratification, but we all got hell. And you didn't get the real answer. No? So who suffered? Number one, the listener suffered because we get to hear nonsense. And the artist gets to suffer because naniwala kang magaling yung ginawa mo. And what happens in the end? You perfect it lalo, so you get worse. Okay? So hearing comments, no? Good or bad, they are valid. Ngayon, kung kada may komento sa gawa nyo, magiging defensive ka, o magiging defensive kayo, hindi growth yung hanap nyo, gratification lang. And nothing could be phonier. No? Kaya pag kukuha kayo ng assessment sa mga gawa nyo, syempre paparinig mo sa pamilya muna. That is for the moral support. No? For the moral support. Pero yung talagang mga reaksyon mula sa mga kasama nyo, lalo na kung kapamilya nyo o kalabel nyo. Dahil may malasakit yan eh. Sino ba naman napakasamang tao naman nung label mate na, ay gusto ko mag-fail yun. Siyempre everybody wants each other to, what do you call this? Everybody wants everybody to improve. Okay? Now if you're not ready to be criticized, you know what? It's also valid. Keep the song to yourself. You won't be in anyone's chopping block because every time we put something out, you put yourself in the chopping block. Like when look, sa iba sa inyo, hindi ako nagkukumpara ng dami ng ginawa, but this analogy is very important. Take note, ha? Yung iba dyan, bebente pa lang ang composition. Ha? Bebente pa lang ang composition. Na-criticize isa, dalawa. Balat sibuyas na kagad. Galit pa, pikon, o depressed, o whatever. Ako, nakalimutan ko na magbilang pagkatapos sa 1,500 songs. Imagine niyo kung ilang kritisismo inabot nun. Ha? Sa 10 kanta, meron isa na criticize sa inyo. Isipin nyo sa first 100 ko pa lang. Baka nga 70% nun hindi naman naibigan na lahat. Paano ko nalaman kung ano yung tama o mali? Paano ko nalaman kung ano yung effective at hindi? Hindi ba dun sa mga kritisismo na inabot ko? Kaya ko nga hindi na inulit-ulit eh. Kasi may natutunan ako doon. No? Now, dito sa Madhouse, hindi to pa-cute, no? Kasi we went through the trouble of making it a legal entity. May mga papers nga tayo. This is a company. Ano pagkakaiba dito sa ibang kumpanya? Unang-una, itong kumpanya na to hindi kumikita. Ang bihira. Palabas lahat. Hindi ko sinasabi to para palakpakan nyo ako, pasalamatan nyo. Sinasabi ko sa inyo. Well, if you wanna thank me, then support each other and the advocacy. Wala, puro palabas dito. Every week. Kung isusuma total ko yung actual na lumabas, ay magugulat kayo. Sabihin nyo, kung hindi natin ilinabas yung mga resources na yon, kahit na 3 taon pwede akong ECQ na igastos na, no? At masaya. So the $1 million question is, what's in it for Madhouse? That is the question of all questions. Perhaps from the label artist and more especially from hey Ron, my brother, kapatid ni Chad Bora, OPM legend. Here's Ron Godinez, sing song. Ron, wala, usapan lang, bye. Tawag dito, ito yung, what was I saying? What is in it? What is in it for Madhouse? That is the question of all questions. And the answer is very clear. Clear-cut, in my heart and in my mind from day one, actually from day 000, long before that. I want a change in this industry. Ang dami kong nakikitang magagaling na hindi nabibigyan ng konting spark ng chance man lamang. And it was my hope that through Madhouse, maibigay man lang natin yung unang springboard kahit hindi malakas ang rebound. Springboard man lang, makaapak lang, makatalon para makaangat pa. Yun lang yun. What's in it for Madhouse? The personal joy that we gave a fellow brother or sister a chance. That's it. Kaya pag nakakita ko ng mga nasisiraan ng loob, nagkakasamaan ng loob, parang parang nakakapanghina, parang sa kabila ng ganito may mga ganyan pa. Dapat masaya na lahat, eh. Kasi, halimbawa sabihin natin, sabihin natin walang Madhouse label. Are you in a better position? Is it worth it? Absolutely. Imagine you own it, you own your and there's a support group, there's a label, you have a brand, a legal label. That's it. Ano lang gagawin nyo? Ano lang gagawin nyo? Pagbutihan nyo na lang. At suportahan yung isa't isa. Ganun lang yun, eh. I think it's crystal clear. What do we want from you guys? We want you guys to succeed. Yun lang yun. Monetary-wise, gusto namin kumita kayo. Wala nga kinikita nga dito. Hindi ko alam kung ilang beses ko uulitin. Tsaka, ang dami nagsasabi, baka magamit lang kayo. Kami ang nagpapagamit. Yung mga naysayers, subukan nyo umupo dito gabi-gabi 365 days instead of doing gigs even before the pandemic. That's why I can sleep soundly. Thank you, brother. Hindi ako apektado sa mga sinasabi. Nung una, yung mga first year, pag minsan napapasuntok ako sa pader, eh. Pag ako lang mag-isa, pambihira 'tong mga 'to. Pagkatapos ng mga ganito, iisipan pa na pero buti na lang matibay, no? And what gives me strength are, people like you guys, kayong nandiya diyan, no? It makes me feel that everything is worthwhile. And lalo na pag nakikita ko na paganda ng paganda yung mga ginagawa nyo. Kasi alam nyo, wala ng demarcation line talaga, ang mainstream. For 2 years, with all respect to whoever created the word indie, no? I don't like that word. I don't like that word. Anak ko yung kanta, tunog indie. Anong tunog? Hindi genre yun. It's not even a genre. Indie is a state wherein the artist has no brand, no label, no management, rendering him indie. What does that have to do with the sound or the genre? It's not a genre, no? Kaya lang, ayoko yun. At least, wala naman akong karapatan ni pagbawal, pero sana dito sa Madhouse, lalo ng mga label artists natin, let's not use that word, indie. Kasi, yan ang kaya nagkakaroon ng separation, eh. Kaya nagkakaroon ng separation, eh. Di ba? Ako nga, pinagtatawanan ako nung mga ibang mainstream, eh. Ba't ako nakiki-indie? Mainstream ako. Sabi ko, so mainstream, Dapat nandun lang? Dapat nagpe-perform sa ganito lamang? Oh, I was even questioned. Hindi ko na papangalanan. Pero of course, lahat itong mga taong nagsabi nito, kilala nyo dahil pinapanood nyo, iniidolo nyo pa nga eh. Bakit nakita namin nakiki-jam ka sa mga maliliit na mga bars? Eh, working musician ako eh. 'Di ba? Kumbaga sa abogado, hindi ako yung abogadong titulado lang. 'Di ba? Attorney at law. Eh wala namang kaso. 'Di ba? Nakapaskel lang dun sa pintuan ng bahay, naka-lettering pa. Attorney, pero is he a practicing lawyer? No. I know some doctors, doctor, MD, not even practicing medicine, not even taking care of their parents. But I'm a musician. I never wanted to be a star. Never. No, totoo. I just want to play and be among musicians. I don't like to be among stars. It doesn't create sound. There's no melody. Forma. And why do I like to gig? Because I get to practice I get to put in practical use what I practice. Para kaya ako nagpa-practice araw-araw kung magiging couch potato ko. Oh, ganyan yung beat, dapat ganyan, dapat ganito. Eh bakit ginagawa mo ba? Magaling magmeron yung salita mo pero do you even play? 'Di ba? Mali yung chords niyan eh. Dapat niya diminish 7 flat to the nth degree. May nagawa ka na bang kanta? I like to be on the ground. I'd play anywhere as long as it's decent people. Yeah. So anyway, that's the long and short. This is why we have Madhouse. From just a radio internet program who just wanted to play original stuff, the advocacy became absolutely real. It became a lifestyle. We have a lifestyle. This is the first and the only fraternity of creatives, of songwriters, of artists. No. We came to the point that we decided even to sort of like a blood compact, I mean, our skin is sacred. I mean, I put it there to constantly remind me that I have brothers out there. We are making the change, There's this great saying. It's a wonderful prayer from my alma mater. We must be the change that we want to see. Okay? We must be the change that we want to see. If you want, we must create the sound that we want to hear. We have to be it. You cannot just whine and whine. Too many whiners pati, isa pa yan. I mean, instead of whining, why don't you listen to your own whine? You might find a nice melody line and then use it, So all of you, mga Madhouse label artists, we just want you to get your break. We want to help you find that break. We want to help bring out the musician in you that you yourself don't know you are. Okay? Tulad yan, one example again is Janelle. Si Janelle kasi bunso natin yan dito pero siya talaga pinakapanganay sa inyong lahat as far as being a Madhouse artist, She is now hitting notes she never thought she had. But I knew meron siya nun. That's why I got her as my first artist. And imagine, paulit-ulit yung kwento ko na pinakamasagwang audition na narinig ko sa buong buhay ko talaga, yung audition ni Janelle when she was auditioning for Wishcovery Season 2. She couldn't even sing the entire piece. Hindi niya alam saan siya papasok. Oh, kakanta siya, yung pala chorus part na. And then she would stop. But I heard a tone. Even yung mga organizer na sinabi niya, "Sir, baka nagkamali kayo ng tawag na." Hindi, siya nga. Oo, yung kaninang masamang audition, siya yung sinasama ko to be part of the semifinals sa mga ano ko. Because I heard a tone. And from my experience working, I knew with that tone and that range, I know I could stretch it here, I could stretch it here. I know I could change the shape of the mouth and and the usage of head tones, etc. I know I could, mold her to ano. And now, she's hitting notes solidly na dati hindi niya kaya. Dati fina-falsetto niya o dati she wouldn't even try. But, so the mere fact na kayo ay naging label artist, meron talaga akong narinig na karapat-dapat sa inyo. Hindi to dahil naawa ako, sige bigyan na rin natin ng chance, active naman. Hindi yun. Bonus na lang yun. Kasi kung hindi active, kayo rin naman ang may kawalaan eh. Tulad nga sinasabi ko, yung iba, nako, parang ang paborito ngayon palagi ito mga to. Sila, kung sino man yung palagi napapatugtog, dahil sila yung may pinapadalang materyales palagi. Sila yung aktibo. Halimbawa lang sa basketball team. Siyempre may mga bangko yan, di ba? Kung sa mga rehearsal, sa mga drills, nakikita mo, grabe, yung iba umuwi, ito natiiwan pa rin to para mag-drills pa. Kailangan tutukan to. Talaga nagpupursige. Tapos pagdating nung scrimmage, umi-score, tumidepensa pa. O di sa susunod, sige, isama ko na sa first 5 to, di ba? Yung tatamad-tamad, puro reklamo, puro intriga, puro inggit. Bakit bibigyan ng oras yun? Wala na kang output, puro reklamo pa. It's applicable to everything in life, no, not just in music. So, pag meron talagang obviously in every group, meron talagang mag-e-excel. So, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 will be really ahead of the pack. Alam niyo, pinakamaganda dyan, sabayan nyo yun. Sabayan nyo. Huwag nyo kontesin. Sabayan nyo. Para pati kayo mahatak. Kung couch potato ka, tapos ito, bakit to? Blah, 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 blah. Ano mapapala mo doon? Wala. Diba? Tsaka, alam nyo, hindi ako yung tulad nung nagva-viral ngayon na manghuhula. Pero, meron po akong regalo na hindi nyo, ilan sa inyo alam. I really have a gift of reading. Nothing escapes. I know who is there for everybody. I know who is the inggitero type. I know who is I know. I really know. Kahit mag-secret GC, alam ko. I just have that gift, no? But that makes this bunch a real bunch, a living, breathing, extended family. No? Alam ko kung sino ang basta ako makaangat, wala akong pakialam sa iba. Alam ko rin 'yan. Valid 'yun. Okay lang. Hindi makasalanan 'yun eh. Pero alam ko rin kung sino yung gano'n. Alam ko rin kung sino yung for every all, ika nga. Okay? Now anyway, what we're trying to do here is if you really know the ins and out of the everyday, no, the behind lahat na nangyayari before the 9 o'clock to 11 ng gabi. If you can only have a glimpse of what we do, you wouldn't believe it. Kaya to listen to all the songs na dadaan is almost humanly impossible to do in 24 hours. Okay? To answer all inquiries is already humanly impossible. To pre-edit and to set up the lineup every day is humanly impossible to do with so much time. You know, that's why you know. Anyway, sa akin naman, what matters is those who are really serious about it. Those who are otherwise, I mean, that's not our loss, no. But we don't want anybody to have a loss, even those who are the naysayers. You know, we've been attacked many times na hindi nyo alam. You know, our program has been reported. Na-report na tayo ilang beses. Paano tayo mare-report? Wala namang copyright infringement dahil mga unreleased nga to. Nire-report tayo para ma-take down tayo. Lahat yan nangyari. Ang dami. Okay lang. O di lalo lang akong kinilig, lalo akong ginanahan. There was one, there are about maybe 3 known mainstream radio, who silently banned me for doing this. Okay lang. I don't need them. All I need is my guitar. I can go down any street and I'll perform, you know. I don't care. Marami tayong iba na mga nadaan sa buyo. They should be enjoying what you guys are enjoying. You know? Our doors were never closed to anybody. Pero kung magmamalaki at gusto mong humiwalay, di ba? It's their loss. Shouldn't be. Si Soleil, yung high notes, you have the high notes, you know. I can't wait to be with you in the studio because well, of course, nung nag-live tayo sa Simon's Place, hindi naman tayo talaga makapag one-on-one dahil may ibang kumakanta sa stage. But I'm gonna teach you something, and once you learn it, once you know it, it's very hard to unlearn. It's one of those things na once you see it, you cannot unsee it. I'm gonna teach you a vocal technique wherein magugulat ko, oh my God, ang dali lang pala tamaan yung note na yun. Dapat pala dun ko pala kinukuha. I'm going to teach that to you. And you will see how powerful lalo yung boses mo. Okay, I know what vocal technique you're using to hit the high notes that you're hitting dun sa buksan mo yung mga mata. I'm going to teach you something, and then you'll be shocked how easy it is. And you'll be shocked kung gaano ka buo lalo yung tunog. Oh yeah, si Angel, you were just so fun to watch. I loved it, you know, because you now own that freedom. You have that freedom now. Kasi alam nyo, fear will betray you before your skill will betray you. Fear will betray you before your voice will betray you. Fear will betray you before your rhythm will go out of sync or out of tempo. Fear will betray you before your performance on stage will betray you. Okay? Okay, you guys have any more questions sa mga artists, no? So what's in it for you guys? Well, everything. Everything. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. And I say absolutely nothing to lose because we don't care for your copyright. We don't care to own your songs. What we do care about is that you move your asses, move your butts, and have your songs copyrighted. We want you to own it. Okay? What's in it for us? To see you help change this system. What's in it for Madhouse? To help bring good music to our kababayans here and abroad. That's it. So if there are naysayers, nasa sa inyo kung gusto nyo maniwala, you know, you have a chance. It's up to you guys. Sa mga naysayers, why don't they just help? Why don't they help? Not Madhouse. Why don't they help the advocacy? Why don't they help our culture? Why don't they help the artist? Okay? Come on, guys. Talagang, I'm working on 4 projects and I'm also scheduled to arrange a new piece this afternoon. But I chose to do this. Okay, nakaset up na ako dito. I'm supposed to do 2 vocals, 2 different songs. I'm supposed to arrange a new song. I'm mixing and mastering another one for another project. And I have a business meeting later. But I chose to do this. So if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Okay, about sa Spotify. What about sa Spotify? What is the question about Spotify? Very, very, very vague. Pakitumbukin maigi. What about Spotify? Okay, sige, dito muna tayo kay Al. Suggest me, base sa submit ko at ginawa ko in general, base sa nakikita ko na negative or positive. Well, I like your creativity. Number 1, I like your creativity, Al, no? Ang suggestion ko lang, actually hindi baguhin, kundi subukan. What I want you to, you cannot just be in one genre. No? You will specialize in one, and you cannot sound dark all the time. Hindi pwede palaging looming, glooming, hindi pwede palaging on the dark side yung tunog. Try to tap, the lighter side of you, because ang ganda-ganda ng tone mo. Remember yung isang ginawa mong ballad na guitar lang? That was great. I love it. I told you. 'Di ba? I know those heavy metal and rock power chords, Try something, try other approaches. Pero I cannot find fault sa gawa mo. If anything, yung mix lang nga. Sinasabi ko sa iyo, subukan mo mag-mix sa pinakamahinang volume at para hindi mainit kasi pag minsan nagpipik lang kahit na hinaan ko, may distortion na. But other than that, you know what kind of artist you are, you know how to attack it. With the quality of your voice, I'd like to hear you sing without double track. You don't need to do double track all the time. Gusto ko marinig yung purong boses mo lamang. You're a great artist, Al. I will never ako mambobola dyan. But I want to hear the other side, the other genres coming from you because you're very creative. I want to see what you can do with other genres. It doesn't have to be heavy rock all the time. Ace Roman. Oh, why ever not? Of course, that would be. I look forward to that. Let's see. Na-feature ko. That's good. You stay thrilled and stay excited. Just do it. Sulat pa, padala pa. Hello, Dan Garcia. Happy weekend. Well, okay. Ito lang yan ha. Let me tell you about yung the approval, the communication and paalam. It's very very simple, okay? Itong sasabihin ko is in general na yan. Oh, wait, let me see. That's great. That's wonderful. Go for it. Go for it. Okay. Why do I request? Hindi nga insist eh. Request nga eh. This is the only the only label. We give you nga guys so much freedom. It's ridiculous. Kaya lang mag-coordinate tayo. And the reason for that is so we are on the same page. Okay? Okay, hold muna. Ito muna tayo. One example, meron kayong gustong i-upload. Hindi ba? Obviously, pakita muna natin kina nanay at tatay, di ba? Not for control purposes. So that you have an assessment first. Paano kung bilib ka na pwede mo na i-upload, meron ka pala dong wala sa tono, o kaya meron isang kwerdas ng gitara na dissonant, hindi nakatono. Hindi naman natin hahayaan na malabas ng ganun lang. Label artist nga kayo eh. And that will speak for your company, for your label. Ano klaseng label yan? Hinayaan magpalabas ng ganyan lang. Okay? Yun ang purpose namin so we can present you properly. Oh. At mapulaan na dito kaysa mapulaan sa labas ng mga end users. Di ba? That's why we want it coordinated. Halimbawa, meron tayong isang pinupush na artist at kanta. Tapos yan, biglang magpapalabas ka dito. O di wala tayo sa program. Whereas kung na-coordinate mo, o sige, pero teka lang, ito nakatutok tayo dito, paliparin natin to, yung susunod, handaan natin, gagawa natin ng build-up, na yung kay Alvin, meron siyang world premiere natin. O pinakinggan namin, Alvin, okay yung kanta, kaya lang masyadong malakas yung drums, i-remix mo, hinaan mo, hindi na marinig yung boses mo masyado. I-remix niya, may time pa para ayusin niya, para pag-presenta natin kay Alvin, di maayos, kasi coordinated tayo. Tapos matatanong natin, Alvin, ilalabas na natin to. Okay na ba yung copyright niyan? Naayos mo na ba? Oh. Di ba? So that's the reason. Are we trying to be controlling? Hell no. Matanda na kayo. As a matter of fact, I really think of you guys as intelligent people. That's why I don't want to insult your intelligence by giving you rules like children. Because I see you all as intelligent adults, reasonable. Why would I even give rules? But I'm asking a request. Coordinate, and this is for your own good. As a matter of fact, when you coordinate, that means extra work for us. In an already inhumane condition already. But we're willing to do it. We're willing to go the extra mile just so we can protect you, present you properly, promote you properly. That's the reason why we want communication. Pero with all the freedom and all the benefits, ha? Yung unang benefit pa lang, all-encompassing na eh. Saka makita ng kumpanya na kayo pa pinipilit mag-ari ng sarili niyong kanta. Doon pa lang bonus na eh. Doon pa lang champion na eh, di ba? Oh. Pero kung gusto niyo na kanya-kanyang labasan lang kayo na ba, eh bahala kayo kung gusto niyo. Yung akin lamang, kung well coordinated, we can plan scientifically, ha? We can have a check and balance of your material. You can get a good assessment what needs to be changed, what needs to be added, or what needs to be removed. So when we present you, everything is in, walang distortion, maganda yung mix, decente yung mix, kahit decente man lamang. Okay? That's the reason why we want, that's why we are hoping for, tawag dito, we're hoping for communication. Okay? Alvin, I hope I answered that, and I hope by way of your question and my answer, I hope everybody gets the picture. Okay. Pipilitin kong intindihin to, mahaba. May tumutulong sa amin dito, recording, mixing, mastering. Siya po nagfi-finance. So mga bagong record kasi namin ay i-upload niya sa Spotify. At yung music video, i-upload niya. Eh kanta niyo yan. Kayo magde-decide kung okay o hindi. Oh. Eh tawag dito, pero gusto niyo karga niyo yung label natin, 'di ba? O de dapat lang naman dito i-premiere yan. Siyempre. Oo. Okay. Sa mga songs po. Yes, Melissa. Anybody can just put it on Spotify. We can put it sa Spotify, but we are after your ayaw namin na may biglang may magnakaw sa iyo ng kantang 'yan. Oh. Oh, syempre we can have it copyrighted for you. But why would we copyright it for you? We don't want to own it. We want you to own it. Protect yourself, you know? Hindi pwedeng ipasok sa Spotify muna. Pag linabas mo na yan, wala na, nasa labas na yan. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, bago kayo maglagay sa mga Spotify yun, no, ipa-copyright nyo muna. Kung gusto nyo poor man's copyright muna kayo. How is this done? Listen everybody, this is the poor man's copyright. Pag nagawa nyo na yung unang master, i-email nyo sa sarili nyo. Ha? Email nyo sa sarili nyo. At wag niyong buksan. Makita niyo lang na send. Nandun doon. Anytime pwede. May digital imprint na yan kung anong oras na send sa sarili mo. So any second after that, kopya yun. Kayo yung original eh. So that is the poor man's copyright. Okay. Mark, a very powerful drummer, Mark. Well, yung kailangan mo baguhin, hindi every barak papasukan ng crush. Alam ko, very tempting mag-crush all the time, but sometimes, the extension of the groove is what keeps it together. Hindi lahat kailangan sumalubong ng crush. And from the first time I saw you, itong huli nating tugtugan, nakikita ko lumalabas na yung mga dynamics mo. Yeah, pero the rest, kailangan magkatabi tayo at may drum set. Kailangan natin mag-session together. Okay. Asterix, I have a problem sa singing. I have a problem in singing. We all do. Di ko alam if nasal ba ako. Yes, nasal ka. Nasal ka kumanta because yun ang nakasanayan mo. I don't think walang kinalaman sa pagbigkas yun. Nakasanayan mo lang yan at naging parang security blanket mo yun. Okay? Ito pinakamadali. Meron ka naman cellphone, di ba? You record the same song singing the way you do now. Subukan mo susunod singing using your diaphragm. Susunod, subukan mo combination of diaphragm and throat. Just don't concentrate on singing the way na ginagawa mo ngayon. If you don't like it, kasi walang tama, walang mali eh. Kung saan totoo talaga para sa yung tunog, we will find out when we hear it. Okay. Sa publishing, may part ba sa earnings ang artist? Eh by natural kung ikaw yung nagmamay-ari. Eh yun na nga problema kasi, yung iba eh pirma lang ng pirma. Ako mismo, eh nung unang plaka na ginawa kong kanta eh minor de edad ako, pirma lang ako ng pirma dahil gusto ko lang marinig sa radyo yung kanta ko eh. Eh then natural yung publisher ang kumita. Eh, exactly, Sky. Yun lang, not to control, but to be guided. Okay. Oo, pero you must have a copy of your own. Ang unang-una niyong padadalan ay yung sarili niyo. Lahat tayo may email address siyempre, di ba? Kaagad, 'pag meron gano'n, email kaagad yung unang master sa sarili, ha? Isama niyo na rin pati lyrics, kung puwede niyo ilagay yung chords, kung alam niyo yung pangalan ng chords, whatever, i-send niyo sa sarili niyo. I don't think that is a copyright right away. Hiwalay na bagay 'yan. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting question. What are things an artist can just as we can learn anything, certainly we can unlearn anything as well. Kaya lang, it's easier to learn than to unlearn. Mas mahirap mag-unlearn. Lala, mga bad habits. Of course, you know, yung nagda-dry ang lalamunan, maraming factor yan. Isa na rin dyan yung venue means mismo. I remember there was the old, what's the name of this hotel? Intercon, no? Yung Intercon Hotel. As a matter of fact, that was the last concert I did with the late Rico Puno. And lahat kami tuyo yung lalamunan nung gabi na yon because of the humidifier or yung old hotels dati meron silang general humidifier yata yon, and that dries out the hell out of your throat. Well, syempre yung kasama na rin sa restriction ng lalamunan mo yung kaba. No? So just keep hydrated. Okay? Tsaka konti-konti lang yung inom ng tubig. Yes. Yung pag-publish gusto ko. Ako na mismo nakikiusap sa inyo. Kayo magmay-ari dahil you'll never know if your song's gonna be a hit. Okay? Ayaw namin na yung kami yung magpa-publish para sa inyo tas mamaya kumita ng limpak biglang kantahin ng BTS yung kanta nyo halimbawa. Hindi namin kailangan na sakit ng ulo na ke-questionin kami kahit ibigay namin sa inyo. Mabuti pa kayo na magmay-ari niyan bago pag-arian ng kahit na sino. Madhouse pa rin ang label nyo. Kayo magmay-ari ng kanta nyo. Hindi ako interesadong kumita sa mga kanta nyo. Well, I was a heavy smoker before. I mean, a pack or two packs a day, no? And I quit it before I started. I didn't even feel yung magkakasakit ako or anything. But ito, konti lang may alam nito eh. If you ask the old folks, I am the grandfather of vaping in this country. I was the one who brought this here. Even the first juices. I was the first local juice manufacturer. Nung nag-upisa kami sa vaping over 10 years ago, we were just, how many? We were 3 vapors, you know? And ang masasuggest ko, kung never ka naman naging smoker, never ka naman naging smoker, why even vape at all? You have no business vaping. Okay? Hindi dahil uso. Wala kayong problema sa nicotine, wala kayong problema sa smoking. Don't even vape. Okay? Ito para pakita. Why don't I share this? I think I found something. These are my line of juices before. For the old school original vapors, they will not todo blend. That is only I have that what do you call this? The recipe. Okay. So anyway, if you don't smoke, then don't vape. But siguro kung nagsisigarilyo pa ako tulad dati, siguro I wouldn't be able to maintain my voice. So stay away from that. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Of course. Of course. Yun na nga eh. Whether studio recording o hindi, gusto niyo nakagitara lang, cellphone eh. Pag ginagawa niyo yan, i-email niyo sa sarili niyo. Yun yung pureba. Poor man's copyright. Isn't copyright implemented from the start when you created your song? Who would know? Di ba? No one can really remember the exact date maliban na kung nasa diary mo yan. The song is created or the song was completed when you created the song. But there is no copyright yet because copyright is a process. So either you go to the National Library and have it registered, only then will it be copyrighted. Yung may kinalaman rin dyan yung air conditioning system, ventilation. Yung extension ng help na magagawa ng artist is happening before ma-infringe yan. That's why the service of Madhouse is what I am doing right now is to tell you to have it copyrighted even before sending it to us. Because once it's out there, kahit sino pang abogado, kung wala naman kayong nagawang poor man's copyright, wala rin magagawa. Wala magagawa label, wala magagawa kahit sino kung wala kayong ginawa man lamang kahit na poor man's copyright. May epekto ba ang cold or hot water? Kanya-kanya yan. Okay? Ako, I prefer very cold. Si Lloyd Umali, hindi mo pwedeng bigyan ng mainit na tubig yan. Kailangan puro yelo talagang nagbabagang yelo bago kumanta. Kanya-kanya yan, ano? But from what I know, and from some doctor friends, warm water, hot water is supposed to inflame lalo. Kaya 'di ba pag may bali, 'di ba? hot water, hot compress. Mali daw yun eh. Kasi bugbog na nga, tas iinitin mo pa. No? Siguro, na ang pinaka-safe, dun sa gitna na lang, di ba? Katamtaman na lang. Well, yung pagdating sa vocal range, lahat tayo, we have different anatomies. Iba yung some have longer vocal cords allowing for higher notes. Meron mga iba naman, gifted naman with the low register, kaya nakakanta ng mga mabababa tulad ni Lou Rawls, si Nonoy Zuniga, isa sa matapang na baritone voice na narinig ko talagang puro. We all have our limitations, pero ibig sabihin, it can be trained to stretch a little more higher and a little more lower. Pero talagang kung ano ibigay sa atin ng Diyos na vocal range, yun talaga yun. Effective ba yung luya? Kanya-kanya yan. Pag ako uminom ako ng salabat, lalong nangangati yung lalamunan ko eh. Kaya siguro sinasabi na yung ginger kasi may anghang, di ba? May mainit. Yan ang thinking natin, basta may mainit, siguro soothing sa lalamunan, di ba? Parang mentol. Pero ewan ko kung talagang nakakatanggal ng malat yan. Ako minamalat ako pag umiinom ako ng salabat. Weird, pero ako yun. Hindi ako pwedeng magbigay ng definite na answer diyan. Sa akin personally, ako minamalat ako pinamalat ako sa salabat. Wait, let me see. Yes, sapat na yan. In the meantime, habang hindi nyo ina-actionan pumunta dun sa talagang National Library to have it copyrighted. That's why it's called the poor man's copyright. Because may digital imprint yan. Di ba? Kahit balikan mo yung mga email mo from 2 years ago or whatever, makikita mo yung petsa di ba? So, even the court will see the merit of that. Di ba? Any day after that, ako po nagsulat nito. Ito yung email, ito yung date. Mananalo ka dun. Chocolates and sweets is bad for singing. You can do it maybe after, but not before singing. That's bad. Yung YouTube, dated yon. Kaya lang hindi naman tayo yung may-ari ng YouTube di ba? Pero yung email natin tayo may-ari nun. Yun yung difference. No. Akala mo lang yun. Matakaw ka lang, Janelle. Masama ang tamis, no? Nakakadikit-dikit. Any professional would stay away from chocolate. You mean yung salabat. Okay, kasi kala ko chocolate If it's effective for you, use it. Di ba? That's good. Kanya-kanya nga yan. We have different anatomies, no? Yung iba nga, di ba, allergic sa hipon. Di ko maintindihan yun. Ako, walang problema sa hipon. Well, there are no hard fast rule, Jonas, about the length of the song, but it has been proven, and I can back it up. Now, there's this thing called radio friendly. The radio friendly song is, yes, under 4 minutes. 3:45, 3:30, 3:45 are among the most effective lengths of a song. Um, Depende rin sa if it's a ballad. If it's a ballad, it will eat more space per bar, obviously. So a song could be a little longer. What will justify the length of the song kung talagang may napakagandang instrumental part na integral, tsaka yung BPM ng kanta. But if it's too long, for the sake of paulit-ulit lang yung refrain na sa dulo, eh, tawag dito, mauuma yung tao, 'di ba? Mauuma yung tao. Hindi pwede sabihin na bakit yung Bohemian Rhapsody 7+ minutes. Kaya nga sila lang yung Queen, 'di ba? Too long, people get bored. Too short, people will not, get before they start to get it, the song is over. Pero yung just right, may tamang bitin, they wanna hear it again. It's a little psychological thing also. That is true, matakaw nga. Si Sky, kalaban ko, ubot sipon. Kalaban na lahat. Pero pag meron kang technique, tulad as a professional, sometimes you're already booked, no? So there were times I don't think wala akong break. Every day concert tour eh. Siyempre wear and tear plus ibang klima pa dahil abroad. Magkakaroon kami ng ubot sipon. Well, thank you. Maraming salamat sa technique. Hindi alam nung tao na may ubot sipon kami, napatunog pa rin namin ng normal, pero nahirapan kami, pero naitawid namin. Kaya importante rin talaga yung technique. The best is about 3:45, maybe 4, all right. If it's quite interesting at 4:15 will still be all right, 4:10. That is the ideal. I don't really, it shouldn't be a hard, fast rule, but if you're aware of this, lahat tayo, if we are aware, then the song has a better chance. Unang-una kasi, alam nyo, sa radyo, time is gold, pag masyadong mahaba yung kanta, mas konting sponsor ang mapapalabas nila. Kailan nila ipalabas yung mga sponsor, di ba? Let's say 1 hour show. Ilang beses nyo kailangan palabasin yung sponsor. Kung mahaba yung kanta, pipiliin na lang nung station manager o nung DJ, yung dalawang kantang tama lang yung length, nakapatugtog siya ng dalawang kanta instead of this one long song. See? Tsaka yun na nga, masyadong mahaba, tatama rin yung tao, parang hindi naman matatapos tong chorus na to. Oo na, maganda na yung kanta mo. Di ba? The answer here is, the publishing is a great business. Mas kumita nga ang publisher kaysa sa artist, no? So it depends if it's a publisher that you can trust or it's a publisher that you know. Kaya palagi I'm always reminding everybody, kayo na maghawak nung kanta nyo. Yeah, no hard fast rule. Those are just references. Here's Emerson. He knows, there's a tendency of being skipped, no? But as an artist, it's your choice. Mahirap hindi lang basta-basta na ituturo yun Sky, eh. Pero sa totoo yan, many times, halos wala. Ngayon, akala nyo malat ako, pero magre-record ako, hindi ganito yung tunog. Vocal placement, hindi ko mahirap ipaliwanag. Kailangan na magkatabi tayo or kailangan mas mahabang panahon para mapakita kung saan. Halimbawa, sa kantang ganito, ang ginagamit ko ay konting lalamunan tsaka konting chest. Kaso, niubo ko. Siguro manggagaling na ngayon sa diaphragm ko na siguro. Maraming detalye, mahirap yan, pero ang point, the more you do it, the more you will find ways to para salbayin yung sarili mo in any given situation. Because as a professional, we're bound by the contract. They don't care if you're sick, you signed a contract, you're supposed to get on stage in 30 minutes, hindi ka makahinga o hindi, kakanta ka. Di ba? So that is the difference. Well, are there any other questions or you want to talk about? Pa-pa-ra-pa. Of course. Absolutely. Hindi porket lahat nagbibibirit, kailangan natin magbibirit rin. Di ba? Kung yun talaga yung pinaka-sweet spot na register ng boses mo ay nandito, take advantage of that area. Are all language what do you mean? You mean dialects? Of course, basta gawang Pilipino, I love hearing songs sa mga dialects natin. I love it. I love it. I'm so proud. I hear a Nilongo song, I'm not Kapampangan, there was once, nagpadala na beautiful Kapampangan song, I believe, wow, what's his name? Fred Engay, came up with a Bicolano song, kaya lang, hindi naputol, hindi pa rin nagpapadala yung hindi putol na version. It's lovely. And I'm willing to sit for hours and then playing it and showing everybody the different dialects natin. Which dapat lang. Hindi lang targeted. Siyempre, para sa mga Bisaya, kaya nga gumawa But para isigaw sa lahat yung kultura natin. Tayo, pinakamaraming dialect sa buong mundo, di ba? Why don't we sing songs about that? One example is hindi man lang bumisita sa atin ni minsan, yung awat by Langit something. Beautiful, di ba? Yung Sang Ako Bata Pa by Toto. Fantastic, di ba? Francis Playground, they're using Ilonggo in pop rock soul way, I love it. Yung pag-premiere Sky, ang dahilan kaya gusto natin tignan para mabigyan namin ng genuine assessment. Halimbawa, Oh, maganda yung kanta kaya lang, puwede mo bang ulitin yung recording dahil masyadong naririnig yung ingay nung ganito, hindi natin ilalabas na hindi pulido. Yun ang dahilan kaya natin gusto hindi para piliin, para tumulong sa pagpaganda nung ilalabas natin. Yun ang dahilan nun. Nasa sa inyo talaga dahil kayo yung lumilikha nung kanta. Pero batikusin muna natin dito, 'di bale magkapulaan tayo dito sa internal bago mapulaan sa labas. So pagdating sa labas, talagang alam natin na, ah, good for premiering na. Yun lang naman yun. We just want to present you the best way we can. We want to be prepared, makapagpagawa ng poster 1 week before. I-blast ng i-blast. Lahat ng mga fellow artists tutulong. Well, hindi ko alam ang presyuhan ngayon. Sa totoo lang, Rainer, and to everybody, unfortunately, the only rate I know is my rate. Hindi ko alam yung standard ngayon. I can ask my friends, maraming ako mga professional songwriters diyan. Sila Jun Santa Maria, tatanungin natin 'yan. Pero yung ako, ang alam ko ever since even as early as the 80s, the only rate I know is mine, my own. I never shared kung ano yung rate niya. Wala akong pakialam kung sino siya, kung matagal na siya o bago. Ito yung rate ko. Ito yung rate ko. I don't care if I'm new or if this is my rate. So ang alam ko lang yung akin. I cannot speak for everybody. Pero pwede tayong magtanong diyan. Joel Habelosa, tanungin natin sila, no? Tatanungin natin yung mga kabrad natin, ng mga lumang tao, kung ano yung mga standard ngayon. We will find, no? Oh yes, wonderful. Dapat nga, kaya nga meron tayo ditong Madhouse Regional Night. Kaya lang kulang tayo ng materyales. Sulat pa kayo na sulat. Pag natapos na talaga yung pandemya at pwede na tayong mag-live workshop siguro, doon natin gagawin 'yan. It's really difficult to do it sa ganito, kasi interactive 'yun, May papagawa ko sa'yo, subukan ko nga, papakinggan ko, hindi natin magagawa in real time sa ganito. But that's a good thing, and that's why I can't wait to work with each and every one of you in the studio. Dahil example lang si, Angel Senko. I mean, fantastic voice and, apinado. Pero nung nalagay siya sa totoong I mean, totoong studio, na-disorient siya, all of a sudden. Pinakaklarong microphone, naka-Neumann U87 tayo dun sa Wildgrass, Tapos talagang high-end na talagang, truthful na headphones and then parang, wow, hello, hello. Iba-iba ang pagkanta sa live, iba-iba yung pagkanta sa recording. Iba rin ng vocal approach kung backup singing ang gagawin mo. Ang dami talagang pag-aaralan. Hindi yung ang dami ko naririnig, yung backup vocals pareho yung tone ng gamit nung lead vocals, hindi backup vocal, hindi pagba-backup yun. I prefer WeTransfer and I prefer it in either MP3 or WAV. Siyempre better kung WAV, but now I really like WeTransfer. I don't like yung G drive, ang daming tsetsa-boretsa. Pag nasa isang folder, that's how we do it, at least how I work with Butch Montserrat and Chacabello and the other professionals. We tend to use WeTransfer now. It's very, very vague question. I don't know. Uh, Kayo mag-uusap niyan, eh. That's why I never had anybody finance any of mine. I want to own everything I do. No one can answer that, kung hindi original sound recording. It's ridiculous. Ewan ko. Dapat ikaw may-ari nun. Kasi kung recording lang, eh, siya yung nag-finance. Eh, bago ka magpa-finance, eh, kailangan bago maumpisa yung project nung financer, eh, dapat pinag-uusapan niyo na kaagad muna, 'di ba? Kasi mahirap na-record na, puwedeng sabihin nung financer, lalo na kunwari magiging hit, "Uy, ako nag-finance nito, dapat ganito." Oh, diyan mag-uumpisa yung hindi pagkakaintindihan, pag-aaway. Kaya umpisa pa lang, ikaw magfi-finance, you decide how much percent you want to offer. You wrote the song, or you wrote it with someone else, or kung ikaw rin gumawa nung chords at lahat ikaw gumawa, you own 100%, then you tell the financer how much you're willing. Kasi hindi puwedeng mag-decide kayo 'pag na-record na at naka-finance na. Yes, Emerson, I want it unprocessed, lalo na yung vocals, no compression, no EQ. Yes. No, no, zero, zero. Raw. Yes. Mag-ingat kayo 'pag, let's say, it's either you really work hard to finance your stuff. If you don't have the resources at kailangan niyo magpa-finance, make sure na clear cut even before mag-umpisa yung recording. Mahirap yung wala. Balls and chains ka na, eh, anytime depende sa personalidad nung financer. Puwede sabihin, "Eh, kung hindi naman mare-record yan kung hindi ko finance yan, eh." O di siya na may upper hand. Oh. Kaya nga what I'm trying to teach here is I will never teach kasakiman, but I am teaching lang you must protect creation niyo 'yan, eh, 'di ba? Lalo na kung kunwari collaboration, ha? Be very careful with collaborations. Ang dami ko na nakitang sa umpisa, "O sige, collab tayo." Aba nung sumikat yung kanta, ayan na, mortal na kaaway, ilang dekada na magkaaway pa rin. Some hits that you know, and I know the story behind, but I will not divulge because, uh, ayokong banggitin kung sino-sino, but I'm sure the songs I'm talking about, alam niyo, malamang nakanta niyo pa. Collaborate sila nung una, nung sumikat, eh, nag-away na. Kailan lang yata nagbatian, hindi pa yata sigurado. Hmm. Tsaka kailangan niyo intindihan ganito, and I explained this to Choi, 'no, yung "Just Can't Go On." Alam niyo, kunwari melodist kayo, 'no, if you are a melodist or lyricist, that is that is a song, a complete song if it's going to be a cappella. Pero alam niyo, the chord progression completes the song because the same melodic line, pwede mong salaksakan ng iba-ibang chord progression. And kada version nun is a totally different song. So whoever puts the chords is not just an arranger, but you're co-creator of that song, because that melody will not shine if you use another chord progression. You will feel that melody go there kung ito yung progression na ginawa mo. Pag iniba mo, ibang epekto yun, ibang kanta yun. if you really want 100% ownership of the creation, you have to learn chords. A song is a complete song. Each member ng band may write. Ang songwriter yung may write. I mean, the musician plays they just play it. Wala silang kinalaman sa pagsulat ng kanta. Kung sino naglikha, sino gumawa ng lyrics, sino gumawa nung sino responsible sa paglagay ng akorde, paglagawa ng melody, yun ang may right. Ngayon, kung banda kayo at gusto nyo gumawa ng album, kayong magde-decide kung anong gusto nyong sharing kung kumita bilang band. Ano ibig sabihin yung ginawa ng riff? Hindi ko magets yung question. I'm sorry, John. Can you be more specific? I mean, a riff is just a part of a riff is a riff. It's not a song. Right? Fine, that's fine. Yes. That's fine. As a matter of fact, sa dami ng mga bagong kanta here and abroad, wala na rin ako marinig ng mga bagong riffs eh. Lahat naman stolen riffs. Ngayon, yung mga riffs is as a part of your song. Depende kung gaano kahaba yung specified na riff. Aabot ba ng 4 na bara man lamang tong riff? Pag kinopya ng iba, o pwede mong parang sinampulan, di ba? Napakagaling naman nung riff na yun para gamitin ng iba. O ang mga ginagamit na talagang yung sinasabi mo tulad yung drum beat na ginawa nung ni James Brown, ilang beses ginamit yung loop nung drum beat na yon. Naka-register yon. Halimbawa, talagang identified yung intro ng Beat It ni Michael Jackson. Gitara ni Richie Sambora yata yon. Richie Sambora nga ba? Yes. No. Van Halen. It must be an iconic riff and a very original riff para talagang wala kasi yung mga riffs na naririnig ko, even among our better bands, they're all riffs that I've heard before. Basta yung pinaka-importante kasi we can go nitty-gritty and it will be miserable, no? Hindi naman pwede tayo parang pati yung hi-hat i-register rin natin to. Hindi naman ganon. Yung buong kanta, i-copyright nyo muna. Yun ang pinakauna. Kasi yung pinakaunang step, yung pag-copyright ng sariling kanta, baka hindi pa nagagawa, tas nagma-micro na tayo. Yung buong kanta muna ipa-copyright nyo. Yun ang importante. Ang kinopyright doon sa Ice Ice Baby ay ang kanta ni David Bowie, hindi yung bassline, hindi yung riff. It's the entire song that was copyrighted, kaya nung pinatugtog at narinig na pareho, pwedeng questionin yon. But you do not, I have yet to know na kinopyright ang bawat instrumento o bawat riff na. I don't think there's such a thing. So do what's best for you guys. Kung may malasakit talaga kayo sa mga creations nyo, ipa-copyright nyo. You may start with the poor man's copyright, and then there are, I think, nagpakita how to have the songs copyrighted. You guys do it. Mabuti na kayo na may hawak ng mga kanta nyo. Yep. You're welcome, June. So first things first muna, pangalagaan yung mga creation nyo yan. Mga anak nyo yan eh, di ba? Yung mga anak nyo ba, hahayaan nyo lang gamitin ng naku. Hindi po pwede yun. Take care of your stuff. Ha? Lahat tayo may mga pangarap, pero wag tayo magpagamit sa mga buitre. Ha? Meron nga ako kilalang songwriter na banda sila. Songwriter sila. Sabi, sige, sa-sign up ka namin. Gusto namin yung kanta nyo, pero pakakantahin namin sa ibang artist. Para ka naman, parang ininsulto mo pa. Bakit? Hindi ba kami magaling kumanta? Papakanta nyo sa iba? Di ba? Basta isa lang masasabi ko dito sa Madhouse, hindi kami interesado kunin ang copyright ng mga kanta nyo. Ang interest namin ay proteksyonan nyo sarili nyo, anihin nyo yung dapat nyong anihin. Mahirap magbigay ng for example, ito, modesty aside, as early 80s pa lang, mid 80s pa lang, pag gumagawa ako ng commercial jingle lang, 1,000 per second na ako nun eh. Hindi ko alam ang going rate ngayon. Hindi ko talaga, mahirap. Mahirap ako magsabi. Ang alam ko lang talaga, JP, yung rate ko. Hindi ako pwede magsabi ng maling rate sa inyo eh. Kasi mami, magbigay ako ng rate sa inyo. Binabanggit nyo pa lang, tatalikuran na kayo. Di ba? Mami, magbigay naman ako ng rate na, grabe, dapat pala, ganito yung sinabi ko. Ang siningil nyo, ganito lang. Mahirap. Mahirap ako magbigay ng kahit na ballpark figure, estimate, mahirap. Hindi ko alam ang kalakaran. Alam ko lang yung rate ko. I've always been that way. Saka never ako makikitawad. Ito yung rate ko. Kung hindi mo kaya, hindi. Ngayon, kahit na walang bayad, pag nakita ko nung talaga galing itong artist na to, ibibigay ko pa yung kanta. Hindi lahat pera. Pero pag talagang professional yung pangangailangan at professional, ito yung rate ko. Take it or leave it. Hindi ito isda na tinatawad. Pero tulad dito, meron tayong ilang artist dito, hindi ko nababanggitin. Binayaran ba ako? Hindi. Binigay ko yung kanta. Well, kahit na yung gitnang rate, Pablo, hindi masabi. Ayoko sabi ng rate ko. Anda ka lang, yung dalawang project na yan, ano ba yan? Album ba yan? Pelikula ba yan? Depende. Ano ba yun? Is it, at least give me a more concrete. Ito ba sa gobyerno ba to? Ito ba commercial jingle? Ito ba ay pang teleserye? Ito ba pang pelikula? Ito ba pang plaka? Ano yung, sige nga. Anong klaseng kanta? O yan, si school service, may nagpagawa ng kanta. Binayaran sila. Pwede nyo sila tanungin dun sa rate nila. Kasi ito yung sad reality, everybody. It doesn't matter how good the song is. The rate is palaging based on the credibility of the artist. That's the way life is, you know? I mean, Picasso, makita mo painting ni Picasso. Parang any child could do, that's what you think. Sinabi nga ng isang babae kay Picasso, why are you charging me so much for this? Sabi niya, do you know how many years I've worked to become Picasso? You know? So sadly enough, if you are a named, kilala na at meron kang nabigay na prueba and you're a trusted name, any song that you do will have value. That's the sad truth. You know, that's why, being a songwriter, and I've created hits for myself and other artists and many successful commercials, I can demand my rate because, I have my credentials to back me up and the industry's approval to say, oh, he deserves even more than that. Pero if they don't know who you are a unknown, at least in the industry, as a songwriter, kahit mas maganda pa yung gawa mo sa professional, igagawad sa'yo ay rate ng nag-uumpisa pa lamang syempre. And then hopefully you can work up from there. Pang female at male daw nakakanta, pang-duet, love song. So plaka. Wala na nga palang plaka. For Spotify, ganun. Is it, JP, is it an outright yung tipong binenta mo lang yung kanta mo tapos wala ka ng panghawakan doon? Ganun ba yon? Binenta mo lang yung kanta tapos paano yung rights ng kanta? Paki-complete mo yung scenario. Ito rin yung isang downfall ng yung ikaw mismo rin nakikipag-negotiate. Kaya kadalasan meron talaga nagrerepresenta kasi ang pangit, 'di ba? Parang nakikipagtawaran, ikaw mismo tinatawaran ka, 'di ba? Ang pangit ng posisyon mo, hindi ako pwede. Hindi tayo pwede diyan, masyadong mura naman 'yan. Ang pangit, artist tayo, 'di ba? Sa sa'yo yung rights. Okay. What about yung mga performance rights? Meron pang gano'n? Hmm. Only you can but to get the project done and to get your feet inside the gaming area, if you want, if you will, then you can start not with the modest but siguro kaaya-ayang wag naman, never make yourself look cheap, no? But everyone must start at one point, no? Importante diyan nasa yung rights, no? So sumingil ka ng higit sa sapat ng konti and you start from there. Kung tumawad, then you will know your area. Take it from there, you know? Of course. Of course. At yung sa mga Madhouse label artists, kung wari ganyan, no? May gustong kumuha ng teleserye, good for you. Now we will be there and we will represent you at pag nag-meeting, kasama kayo para kwentas klaras, alam nyo. And then, if you cut the deal, of course, siguro bigyan ng konti naman yung bahiran so we can continue the daily expenses of our studios and offices, and so that we can help some more. Siguro pa pwede rin yan, Jay, kasi hindi kumpleto yung kanta kung wala yung performer. Maliban lang kung yung songwriter mismo rin yung kakanta at gusto nung tao. Eh, yung areglo, sa'yo rin ba yung areglo? Hmm. So hindi di kahon, pati yung recording at yung pag sila yon. Okay. Um, i-maintain mo yung ikaw talaga may absolute copyright ng kanta. Performance lang sila. Mm. Sa sales, iklaro mo kung ilan yung percentage mo. Kung ganun, yung outright na pinagamit mo, hindi mo binenta yung kanta. Pinagamit mo. Yun lang yun. Ikaw may-ari niyan. Pinagamit mo lang para magamit nila dahil gusto nila yung kanta mo, they will pay you as songwriter. Good luck sa'yo. Good luck sa'yo, JP. Alright. Pangalagaan yung sarili nyo. Hindi nyo alam. Baka yan pala yung tsamba nyo, no? Di ba? Kung hindi maayos, nadaan lang sa excited, hindi naayos yung preparanda para sa sariling proteksyon. Ngangawa kayo habang buhay nyo. Mag-ingat. Tayo nagpapaalala lang dito, whether you are a label artist or not, you are a Filipino, you're a brother artist. We look after each other. Kita mo nga yung 3.25, minor de edad ako nung ginawa ko para kay Dingdong, binigay ko kay Dingdong yun Biro mo, tinugtog na ng Philharmonic, tinugtog ng Symphony Orchestra, ng Madrigal Singers, wala, sinain ko pumirma ako Okay, may nagtatanong, buti nga nagtatanong, Emerson Di ba? Ang usapan dyan, tignan nyo to binablock mismo yung sarili kong kanta ng Spotify. Okay? Yung sa Hilaga. Yung in the early days of Madhouse, naalala ni Toto to. Ipe-play ko halimbawa, Gayon ni Janelle. Ako gumawa nun Ako nagsulat. Ako nag-areglo. Ako nag-record. Ako nag-upload. Pero pag pinopromote ko sa Madhouse, minumute kami. Later on, dahil hindi ko pinapansin yung mute, sa gitna ng show, kinakat pa kami. Di ba? Di ba yung usapan sa Spotify? Pag nahuhuli ang algorithm na ginagamit yung kanta mo, whether for skateboard video or cooking video, hindi ba? They will contact us at tatanungin kung dapat bang i-take down o dapat singilin o whatever, di ba? Ang $1,000,000 question, ba't nila pinuputol na kagad? Nakatanggap ba kami ng notice na may gumagamit? Wala. Wala. Wala naman. If they may use used for what, Emerson? If they're blocking you for promoting yourself, then umalma ka. Now if they're using it for a cooking video, ba siningilin mo? Musikang Piyok, Piyok. Uy, nako, gustong-gusto ko yung gawa mong 'yan. Ay nako, please keep that. Wow, i-highlight natin 'to. Wow. Meron ka pa bang iba? Oh, sige lang, send ng send tapos, sana makahanap ka ng paraan, meron kang interface para matulungan sa pag-mix ng mga ganyang kanta. Ayos 'yan, ayos 'yun. Tuloy mo 'yan. Iilan na lang mga lumilikha ng ganyang klase. Napakaganda. Ang dahilan ng ating usap-usap dito, wala na dapat mare-rape kung paano kami ginahasa ng industriya noon. Ayaw ko na makita ng kahit na isa pang malokong ganyan. Mali, eh. Mali. Dapat kayo ang umaani nung pinaghirapang linikha niyo. Walang dapat puwede maging buwitre at, pakikinabangan yung gawa niyo. Yung iba kasi, siyempre lack of information, lack of knowledge, kagustuhan lang marinig. Sige lang na sige. Ay pues nandito ako para paalalahanin sa inyo, kayo dapat ang nakikinabang, hindi yung mga malalaking kumpanya. I don't have all the answers, no? I can't answer all the questions, lalo na 'pag masyadong technical. Siguro, one day kumuha tayo ng isang resource person, para dapat pa natin talakayin. Yes, Emerson, if you really have full trust in your label, we'd be happy to answer those questions for you and, kami yung haharap. That's what we're here for. That's why integrated lahat, because we're trying to actually to serve you guys. That's all. That's what we want. But if you want to handle it yourself, you go ahead. Just look after your back and, claim what is yours. Plain simple. Okay. Wow, this guy is paying attention. 2021 plans. Sobrang dami. And I might as well tell you guys now. Last week, we had a very good meeting with a video editor and a guy with several cameras who has created beautiful videos, no, really, really, really beautiful music videos. Because I'm planning to create a series, no, a series that will come out on Netflix, iFlix, and it's called Madhouse, a cultural revolution, you know. And kasi alam nyo, ang Pilipinas kasi masyadong kilala sa pinatubo, ondoy, extrajudicial killings, ano pa ba? Corruption, people's power, kalamidad. Bakit hindi puwedeng pag-usapan at ipagyabang yung kultura natin at yung tunog natin? Sinakop na tayo ng ilang bansa, pero pilit nating sinasabi na, galit kayo sa dayuhan pero kopya naman kayo ng kopya. Lintik na 'yan, 'no? 'Di ba? Meron akong kilala ako hindi naman ako maputing tao, may kilala ako mga 10 times mas madilim sa'kin ta's magpapa-blonde, Diyos ko, para magmukhang K-pop, lintik na buhay. Kaawa-awa naman. Eh, nagmukhang Muro Ami. 'di ba? Pakita natin sa mundo na marami tayong nakuha from the outside world mula pa nung panahon ng mga ninuno natin. Pero naka-create tayo ng sarili natin tunog, 'di ba? Ipipresenta natin ngayon sa mundo. Kaya alam nyo, ang isang season, siguro 13 episodes, kada episode naka-feature sa isang banda o isang region. Kasama na rin ang mga ka-label natin na nasa ibang bansa. You see? So, ang balak nga is I even chose Wildgrass as the main studio for the filming kasi habang tumutugtog ng live yung music direct siya pumapasok sa Pro Tools. Kaya may post mix pa, 'di ba? So every episode will feature one band and their story. Iba-ibang storya ng mga banda natin dito. Tas pwede mag-Tagalog kaya nga may subtitle, 'di ba? That is one. Another plan for the end of the year is I want to create a complete musical. That's right, a musical with scripts, no? It's a musical. And it all revolves around a beautiful story of a songwriter. And the music that will be used are your songs. Are your songs. And aside from that, another plan is once we have an opening to go all around, lahat ito nakasulat ito sa papel natin dito. We have continuous meetings sa mga admins. In the works is a campus tour, a campus tour, and also a bar tour. I already have the entire storyline dun sa musical in my head, no? And I already have sa mga tawag dito, may mga candidates na ako for the songs. And there will be a two-band setup, you know. The one band is talagang, of course, in every story there's a protagonist and an antagonist. Siyempre yung bida pinaglalaban niya yung original. Yung kabilang banda naman medyo 'di ba? Parang bakit kayo nagpapakahirap diyan, pwede naman tayo gumaya tulad nito. Sikat na sikat sa Amerika to. You know. Tapos yung yung bida, yung banda, siyempre humihina yung loob. Biglang pa dun. Lipat tayo dun sa kabilang banda. Iwanan na natin tong bisyonaryong siraulo na to. So magkakaroon ng tension yung story. But in the end, makikita yung the merits of being original and finding your culture and being proud of it. So that is more or less the story. Well, yeah, this is a good one. Image per artist. Yes, ito unfortunately, fact remains that it's not just about the sound. Now, if you're fartsy and just all art, then you don't even have to open your eyes. You just listen and then you like a song and you appreciate it. But we're talking about the general population. Kaya nga importante sa akin yung creation ng home performance series because dito nagkakaroon na ng muka yung mga tao. Ang Pilipino by nature, they want something tangible that they can hold on to. So they may like the song, but what keeps it in their mind is when they see the artist, lalo na kung pleasing. And of course, although yung look has no musical contribution, whether you like it or not, whether you hate it or not, this is the word and this is show business. Show business. That's why it's important Na hindi yung parang inutusan ka lang bumili ng suka tas sasampal lang kayo. Banda kayo, eh, tapos, kung anong suot niyo sasampa kayo, eh, di parang parang pinulot lang 'to, mga nag-jam lang 'to, wala man lang look. Oh, tignan mo yung, school service. Oh, mukha silang schoolboy na mukhang maka-kick out ng mga bad boys sa school, mga naka-UP na white shirt na yan ang look nila. Oh, ang Olkis Rotom ngayon, 'pag sinabi ni Julio lahat basta lahat tayo naka-black, iba-ibang shape ng black. Oh, may naka-long sleeves na black, may naka-vest na black. May look, mahalaga yan, eh. Otherwise, sinong banda yung kinukuwento mong magaling, eh, hindi mo ma-describe, 'di ba? One example, True Disciples. Ang ganda gawa ng concept 'yun. Disciples, oh, 'di ba kahit anong suot nila, naka-sandalyas sila, 'di ba, na leather na sandalyas na pang-disipulo. Kahit na naka-Amerikano sila, naka-leather naka-leather na ano, ang dami. But importante, you must have look. Sa Emerson, pareho tayo ng buhok, pareho tayong, salt and pepper. Yan na 'yun, oh. Ngayon 'wag nating kalimutan rin yung edad natin. Eh, para naman tayo sira ulo na ganito na, kung ganito na edad niyo, ta's magsi-skinny lintik naman, kakilakilabot, nakakahiya. Maawa naman kayo sa sarili niyo, 'di ba? Look your age, look your part. That's how we market ourselves. It has to be true. If it's not true to you, how can it be true to anybody else? Plain and simple, 'di ba? It's very important because you're selling something. You're selling an idea. You're selling an idea, not just a song. That's just a part of the whole. Okay, Saturdays, it's a per song thing. Pero tawag dito, gawin niyo muna nga yung aking rine-recommend, mag 4 months copyright muna kayo. Okay? Lahat ng files niyo, i-send niyo sa sarili niyong email ngayon na. May digital imprint na yon. Kayo may-ari. Sige lang, I'm supposed to record but I'm going to forgo my recording today. I'll be here whatever you guys need. As long as I can answer, ha? If I can't answer, I'll be very honest. I will never claim to know what I don't know. Kung masyado nitty-gritty, I can't answer. Yung will get someone in the copyright field na expert to be a resource speaker next time. But from what I know, from my experience, the best bet for now is to mail your song to your email right now. Those na hindi pa nakakagawa. Okay? May digital imprint yan nung date kung kailan. So anything after that, pwede nyo ituro. Ito po yung email namin sarili na kami po nag-create nito. Acerman, done, good. Yan ang mga big gifts na mabibigay nyo sa sarili nyo. Alam nyo, hindi naman, we don't just pluck these songs from the air. We don't pick it on trees, from trees. It's done with the heart and the soul. So dapat you must own it, di ba? You're most welcome, everybody. We have to change the way, kaya may naloloko kasi may nagpapaloko. Kung hindi naman nagpapaloko, kasi walang knowledge, hindi rin naman kasalanan nung tao, naloko tuloy. Eh, ito na nga shine-share para wala sanang maloko. Kung 10 beses kami naloko dati, sana sa inyo wala ng maloko. Yun lang habol natin dito. Okey, ah, of course meron, pero kita niyo na nga, iba na nga saka nga makita ng siraulo kung tulad ng Madhouse. Ang Madhouse puwede kami tumayo ng publishing company dahil may entity kami. Pero ang ginagawa namin, pinipilit namin na kayo mag-own ng puwede rin kung gusto niyo. Eh, habol nga namin kayo yung kumita, eh. So, hindi na kailangan tanungin kung may earnings. Kahit kung pagpilitin talaga ng, nila ng mga opong na ang Madhouse ang mag-publish, we will do it for you. Yung tanong, meron pa rin bang earnings? Eh, gusto nga namin earnings sa inyo, eh. Kung meron kayong ibabalato para lang may maitulong sa kumpanya para hindi kami magputol everyday, makapag-operate pa kami at makatulong. It's your decision. Isa lang ang pangarap ng Madhouse, ang umani kayo ng pinaghirapan nyo at hindi na gayahin yung mga nangyari dati tulad ng mangyari sa mga kapatid namin na nauna o sa amin na yung mga kumpanya nakinabang ng husto imbis na kami. O di sa akin. Ba't Angelo, kaya nga nandito tayo, padala niyo, papakinggan. Hmm, dito. Pero sa mga nakikinig dito na ibang artist, tawag dito, as much as I want to help, of course, yung unang na mga naka-prioritize siyempre yung mga label artist po natin. Hmm, that's why we're here. Of course, I will not allow a true talent like Rock Opong to go to waste. Or I will not allow kahit na hindi ko anak yan, kahit hindi pa tayo magkakilala personal, hindi ako papayag na may ibang makinabang imbis na dapat kayo. Oh, may of course you may, Emerson. Why rock the boat? Why, why fix what ain't broke? Like I told you, we still put you can use the label because you were awarded that by Madhouse. You know, we like what you do. We are willing to let you use that label. Pero yan na yung relationship mo sa aggregator mo. You continue. You must. Happy ka dyan, di ba? Yeah. Insert the name of your label proudly. Ayan, yan. Ayan, okay. Ito, screenshot nyo na to. Okay, kunin yan. Ayos yan. Oh, ay napakagandang hapon. Di bali na yung hindi ko na nagawa yung recording ko ngayon. Sulit. Gusto ko to. Ay nako. Ako wala na akong pakialam sa mga naysayer at nagke-question sa Madhouse. Komportable akong natutulog gabi-gabi. Hayaan natin panahon magpakita sa kanila kung ano talaga yung adhikain at ginagawa ng Madhouse. So good. Tsaka alam niyo yung word na ito nga yun, eh, yung word na contract. A contract is an agreement, between two parties, ha? Panyero, tawag dito, si Bella Bax, 'di ba? An agreement between two parties. Yan ang yan ang dapat. Eh, ano ginagawa nga? Tita mo, o sige, ako si Big Company Hotshot, ha? Meeting of the minds. It is an indaba, ha? Indaba, meeting of the minds. Okay? Pero anong sabihin sa inyo ng record company? O sige, pipirma kayo, ha? Okay. Pero kami may hawak ng copyright, ha? Okay. Tapos ang ipipirma nyo, 2-year contract with may option kami to end or to extend another 2 years. So anong ibig sabihin pala nun? Pumirma ka, after 2 years, kung ayaw na nila sa'yo, they just drop you like a hot potato. Tapos alam nila mapapakinabangan ka pa pero ayaw mo na, hindi. Nakalagay dyan, kami may option kung plus 2 more years. It's like you signed for a 4-year contract. Di ba? Paano naging contract yon? Isa lang yung nakinabang. Tik na yan, no? You know, being from the old school, I was taught by my father and at least the ways that I grew up and with the kind of men I am associated with. Yes, my handshake is more than any contract. The Raimundo handshake, and I take pride. My word is my contract. Okay, and ito to all the artists here, okay? I just want you to know that I call a spade when I see a spade. Hindi pwedeng balat sibuyas. Wala tayo, we're always after how we can improve. I will not baby anyone. Okay? If you want the truth, question is, can you handle the truth? Correct? Oh, yeah, basta yan. O tsaka ito, this is a fair warning to all the band leaders out there, no? There must be a band leader. Okay? There must be a band leader. Hindi pwedeng maraming nagtitimon. Hindi maaari. It's either you assume that position or kayo, you must vote kung sino ang dapat magmaneho. Yung isa pwede maging navigator, etc. etc. Pero isa lang ang magmamaneho. So you must pick kung sino magiging band leader nyo. And to the band leader, kung meron, let's say 5-piece band kayo, if you're a band leader, you will be dealing with 4 different personalities. There are 4 different approaches sa kada miyembro mo. Hindi one applies to all. Yung isa, sutil. Yung isa, susunod sa kahit na ano. Yung isa, dapat sinusubuan. Yung isa, masyadong adelantado. How you gonna deal with them? Iba-ibang approaches, no? So you must be a psychologist also. Tama yan. Yung pagpupula, wala naman gustong napupulaan eh. Pero ito masasabi ko sa inyo, hindi ba mas maigi magpulaan muna tayo sa atin na muna bago tayo mapulaan sa labas? Yan. Kaya lang, depende kung kanino nanggagaling yung kritisismo. Okay? So kung yung kritisismo galing sa wala naman pruweba, why even be affected? They will why even be affected, di ba? Eh yung nagki-criticize na kinasasaktan mo, eh wala nga pruweba mismo eh. Eh ba't yung mapapaapekto? Di ba? Bagamat hindi ka dapat maapektuhan, pakinggan rin yung kritisismo. Malay mo magamit mo, di ba? Oh, hell yes. You are not an indie artist anymore, Emerson. You are a label artist. Because this is not a labelan. This is a label. This is a bona fide label. We are not a major. We are a label, period. I don't even know what a major and a minor is. As far as I'm concerned, since the pandemic, everything is, ground zero. And the major, the so-called major, I mean, what have they done? All our Madhouse labels are bona fide label artists, plain and simple. And I don't care what universe you are from or from what multiverse. If it is true sa aking puso at sa aking tenga at isip, it must be true. Now, there are many kinds of criticism. Yung criticism para lang may masabi. Yung criticism na pinilit. So, but valid or not, criticism's just the same. We are in it from inside too much. Parang like it's like a green glass or a looking glass. You're inside. You have to be open to know what the others see. You must. Oh, believe you me, not just Emerson, believe you me, everybody. Iba-iba mga levels nyo. Just like anything, even in a professional basketball team, not all the players are star players. Doesn't mean yung nakabangko will never be a star player. They made it to the team. Right? All of you were given that title label artist because there is a quality sa inyo. Yung iba nakalabas na, yung iba waiting to come out. Pero we took that chance. So grab it. This is not a joke, guys. Wala na nga akong pinaplano para sa sarili ko sa totoo. Wala na akong pinaplano para sa sarili ko. Kaya utang na loob. Yakapin nyo talaga to. Huwag sayangin. Mag-schedule tayo siguro, ewan ko kung nandiyan yung ibang admins siguro if not next week, maybe next week, we will get a resource speaker who is a downright expert on copyright, no? And then we will have another Mad Talk. Siguro we'll schedule it mid-afternoon na ganito para mas marami makakinig. And hopefully lahat ma-enlighten, na legally correct terms and ways. And I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if it can be done sa screen sharing. Maybe one day I will do an actual mixing session wherein you can see how I mix from scratch. I don't know if it can be done via in real time. Okay, Joel, can Joel, ako well, ako o nga pala maraming salamat sa PhilScrap. Eh, okay na. Ayusin mo, Joel. Sige. Sino bang pwede mong ano? Kung meron ka kilalang speaker, let's schedule it. Okay? Good. Ewan ko, maghanap tayo kung paano natin magagawa, no? I will not go through the micro mix, no? Pero just a simple rhythm section mix, a simple compression process of vocals maybe, how to control yung tamang amount ng reverb, Ano yung una kong, pag binaba ko lahat ng levels, ano yung una kong patutunugin at ano yung susunod para kunin yung, how do I get to that part, no? Sige. Pero yung pinaka-basic lang ha, hindi yung ano. And then I'll show you also yung the levels that we're looking for and maybe creative panning. Little by little, no? Hindi naman tayo pwede yung ano lang, tugtog lang ng tugtog, walang talakayan. Yun nga habol natin eh. Yan, di ba Jay, nandun tayo sa studio. Nakaupo ako, nagkwekwentuhan pa tayo sa gitna ng mix. Oy, dali, baba mo ng 3 buhok yan. Masyadong malakas yan. Naalala mo yon, Jay? O Rainer, naalala mo yung mga maliliit na bagay? Nagkwekwentuhan tayo, pero naririnig ko eh. Yung lead guitar dito, bawasan mo ng 3 buhok. Dito, bawasan mo ng 1 buhok. Sabi ko dun sa engineer. Jonas, fantastic mix yung kay Sheryl Crow, isn't it? Fair dinkum, ha? Oh, ayan, naalala niya. Oh. Tapos yung mga creative use ng delay. Hindi porket may delay, sasalpak mo lang dyan. Pinapasok-pasok yan. Sa dulo nito, kailangan niyang ihatid mo doon. You must know the language to talk to your engineer if you're the main producer. Ayan. Gumagamit na nga ng Melodyne. Tama na yung ano. Hindi. Sharp pa yan. If baba mo pa ng konti. And then, tingin si, Jarvie pa pangalan? I-play mo ulit. Oo nga, no? Pero alam mo, sa totoo lang, yung actual practice, iba pa yung mixing engineer. Iba yung lay-in engineer. Iba yung tracking. Iba yung mixing. Iba pa yung mastering engineer. Yeah, in the real perfect world, no? Hanap tayo ng paraan. Subukan ko yung kaibigan ko as a resource speaker siguro. Kaya lang sobrang busy, A good friend and part of my drummer inner circle, si Boyet Aquino, who works for Avid and a fantastic drummer and fantastic engineer. He was the drummer of Francis Magalona. Maybe I can ask him to do a live mix so he can do it and then I will be the one annotating. Pwede rin yun. Hindi ko alam how to do it dito sa StreamYard. Do not fret about this, Melissa. I know some legendary songwriters who don't even play instruments. Pero they know what they want. So pag nagpapa-arrange, sinasabi niya, not that chord, please find another chord. That's the chord I'm looking for. You must know what you're looking for. No? So it's all about choices at the end of the day, di ba? So take an active part as you work with your arranger, you know. And pay attention even to the chord. Sabi mo, pasok naman yan sa chord yan, pero hindi yan yung hinahanap kong chord eh. Baka may over ganito yan or whatever. Assignment. Dami mo nang ginagawa. kailangan may as if you are a melodist, no, and you want to work with an instrumentalist, you have to really have an active role. You don't just submit it and just wait for magic and then no. Well, nasa Indian wala sa pana rin. Of course, sa totoo lang, some mics are expensive for a reason, some mics are cheap for a reason. But I know this girl, no, and I'm gonna let you hear it in a bit, no, because I'm working on a new duet. Itong paparinig ko, she's just using her, yung iPhone na yung headphones, yung microphone ng headphones. But her tone is just fantastic and her vocal control, kaya it sounded fantastic, But for the type of quality recording now, maliban sa condenser, you must have a very decent interface. Oh, pero Jay, yung EQ after hindi before. Pagpasok niyan flat. Pag print flat, wag mag-EQ before. The EQ should happen after. Yeah, yung cheap condenser microphone. Alam nyo, when I was studying in the States, recording engineering, meron kaming isang visiting lecturer, and he did record many of Michael Jackson's tracks, no? At sinabi, can anybody guess kung anong microphone gamit ni Michael Jackson? Hindi. Siyempre kami, Neumann, U87, AKG, blah, blah, blah. Sabi niya, no, none of those. He was using the very cheap Radio Shack microphone. So, yeah. And sometimes SM57 or 58 na ginagamit sa drums, So, but why? Yun yung bagay sa frequency ng boses niya eh. So kanya-kanya yan. Let me share, no. Hindi pa to, ano lang to, study lang to. Because even when I do a project with lalo na kung duet, don't just go straight to recording. I have to audition her and I have to see if she can match my frequencies or if I can match her frequencies. So this is just a demo, but this is an example of someone who has great vocal control. Itong itong maririnig yung vocals na to gamit yung microphone ng headphones na standard. Okay? But she can sound like this. So I said, okay, go to a studio and a real mic and we proceed with the recording. Just check it out. There it is.
Why can't you believe me when I try to tell ya you're the only one I adore?
So you think I'm crazy if I don't believe you when you know I've heard it before.
I've never strayed, I've always been here for always. And you know it's true. If you told me once, then I told you twice. I only want to be with you forever. And nothing's changed, so why not sit for a minute? There's really nothing to it. Just give me a chance to explain.
If all the ifs and buts were simply candy and nuts, you'd probably think they're all just the same.
I never felt the way I'm feeling about you, and it's only you. If you told me once, then I told you twice. I only want to be with you forever. And nothing's changed, so why do we play silly games? Why do we always find a way to anger each other each time when I really know what is for you?
So as you can see, that was just using standard what yung iPhone na headphones na puti. So it's also vocal technique also. But of course, kung ito talaga yung mundong papasukan nyo, then you have to invest at one point in your career or your life. As long as talaga gagamitin nyo talaga at mukhang ito yung direksyon nyo, and then we all have to invest sometime. Yes, hindi mo ma-imagine na earphones lang yun. Earphones, sinaksak, band lab. Well, the truth is, some people, they like to diss. Pinipintasan yung mga cheap microphones. There is truth to that, no? But if you know how to use the mic properly, if you have good ears and if you can mix it, you can make it rather, how to say this, acceptable, you know? Oh, shout out sa mga kabanda sa mga taga Dubai. Oh. Ganun eh. That's the way it is. Like yung nasa mixing din. Had a hard time how to match it because I'm using a quality mic, and itong one example, yung Under the Pink Moon, duet namin ni Chef Ibiang. When she recorded it, she was just using a V8. It was even just a V8 and BM something. Pero nadali yung tamang distansya at saka yung technique, and we came out with this one. I mean, I'm using a quality mic, of course, in the mix. Medyo I lessened the quality para mag-match, and we up the quality of yung recorded vocals ni Ibiang because she was just using that BM800 and ewan ko, si Rainer pa nga yata nagtulong nun. But listen, let you hear. You'd think that we use the same mic.
I see the shower of your love in the sky, granting my wishes true, the stars shining bright. Though darkness sets in, I will trust and find your light. Under the pink moon, I
See how I balance with my vocals now.
No one can ever take
the love I have for you. Under my wings I will forever protect you. Just keep your faith in me. Forever we will be under the pink moon. You should dance the night with me. So kahit papaano, magagawa ng paraan para i-match ng konti. But if you really notice, you'll know the difference of the mic, no? For the nitty-gritty, yung mga talagang sobra na madetalye ko magpansin. So for that, had to cut down a lot of mids, no? Yung mga mids, I had to cut down the mids of the vocal tracks of Ibiang, not because of her voice, but because of the mic, no? With my mic, you hear all the presence, even if I don't EQ at all. But of course, I will still EQ, maybe cut a little and mid, boost a little on the bass. And sa treble, sometimes I either, depende sa genre ng record ko, I might add a little or even minus a little. And also, depende rin sa how I'm gonna compress things. Yung sinabi kanina, I think, where did I see it? Ito. Ayun. Yeah, reading too much sa mga mixing, mastering groups. Well, I'm not here to be judgmental of some groups, no? But alam nyo kasi, talagang in any group, even be it a group of modelers, gumagawa ng mga model plates, palagi talaga may magmamagaling dyan, alam mo, basta lang may masabi, madami yan talaga. And kadalasan, magugulat ka pa, lahat ng mga nag-comment pa, nakala mo yung mga eksperto, sila yung walang microphone. They're all basing it on the journals that they're reading. They don't even, I'm pretty sure they don't even have an actual experience working with whatever mic they're talking about. That people just like to be heard. People like to talk, So also be wary of who you listen to and what you take. But be open, and yeah, if it piques your curiosity, then do another research. Listen to other reviews and that's the way it is. Meron rin ako kilala, pintas ng pintas dun sa microphone niya. Gusto ko sabihin, pare, Neumann U87 na yun, talagang ikaw may problema, di ba? To each his own, I guess. To each his own. I'm not saying yung mga comments are not valid. What I'm saying lang is be careful what you believe and what you listen to, Kasi kung wala kayong maayos na gamit and gusto niyo talaga meron kayong talagang magandang piyesa, pag-ipunan niyo, and I mean, there are some studios that are open already now, invest, have it recorded in a professional studio. I mean, why sacrifice your song? Why sacrifice the product? Kasi yung iba sinasabi, mahal-mahal sa studio. Ang dami kong kilala mga banda ganun. Mahal-mahal sa studio. Mahal sa studio, pero pag nagsasama kayo, yung bill ng iniinom yung beer, kung inipon nyo yun, tsaka yung mga pulutan, tsaka yung good time na ginawa nyo, kung talagang meron kayong talagang nakafocus, dapat pinag-iipunan nyo yun, di ba? Ano ba yung sakripisyo nyo yung 3 gimmick nyo at good time para sa isang araw na talagang magandang recording? Nasa sa inyo yan eh. Di ba? All right. Well, I hope that this has been a good, learning afternoon for everybody. we'll try to do this regularly or as needed, you know. So just remember that dito sa Matas, we just want to bring out the best in you guys. I mean, we are not you, you are not us. I am me, I'm not you, and you're not me. But we try to bring out the best in each other, no? And I think I've answered all the queries of our label artists and even people outside Madhouse and even the naysayers. There's nothing to prove here. There's nothing to prove. There's a lot to share. That's all. I mean, life has been great to me. I got all the breaks. Sometimes I'm thinking, dear God, I must have done something good. You've been giving me all these breaks. But there are people out there who deserves it too. And that's, I mean, how can I thank God for these blessings? How can I thank my mentors? How can I thank the seniors who took me in when I was starting? As a drummer, what would I be if not for the guidance of masters like Jun Regalado, Asia's best drummer? You know, as a songwriter and as an arranger, as a musician, the great Jun Latonio. You know, so I mean, songwriters like Danny Javier and Jim Paredes who believed in me when I was starting sa aking songwriting. So I thank them by doing what we do now. No? Tsaka, alam nyo, wala tayong kwentang bansa kung wala tayong kultura eh. Paano ka tatawagin bansa kung wala kang kultura? Hindi ko sinasabing wag na tayo ma-amaze sa iba. Pero magkaroon naman tayo ng konting tiwala, mangha at bilib sa sariling atin. At konting suporta rin naman. Kung may nakikinig dyan mga kumpanya, big companies, no? Bakit ba pag may foreign act, nagkakandara pa kayo para sponsoran sila? Ni hindi nyo nga alam kung anong tugtog nitong mga foreigner na dumarating sa Pilipinas. Para kayo nagkakanda-uga-aga kung sino mauuna mag-sponsor. Ba't di natin sponsoran yung mga dito? Oh. Tapos sa mga listeners natin na sumuporta sa akin mula nung nag-uumpisa ako, extend yun naman sa mga bago natin artist. Lahat naman kami nagsimula minsan, di ba? Alam nyo, itong pandemya to, kung kailan marami nagsara, dito talaga nagbukas ang lahat para sa mga artist. Kung yan ang pananaw nyo. Di ba? Oh. Wow, Dix Lucero. Everybody, please say hello. Dix, alam ko mahihain ka on the spot. Dix Lucero is a very, very dear friend, an esteemed colleague, and isa sa pinaka-seniores natin dito. Brilliant. Si Dix Lucero, after many years of me being a musician, he was the one who introduced me to solfeggio. And si Dix is easily my top 3 best sax player in the country. He has played with me in Rhythm Method as my second keyboardist and my sax player. Fantastic also sa flute. Highly educated musician and an educator. This is what I do, Dix, aside from yung mga ginagawa natin, no? And thank you for visiting. Everybody, please say hello to Senor Dix Lucero. He's my brother in music. Mabuhay ka, Dix. Oh, you will see Dix Lucero in Kumpas, my video Kumpas and also yung Pangarap, no? Salamat sa pagbisita, Brad. Wow. Wow. That certainly made my day. Hanapin nyo si Dix Lucero. Well, let me play something na kung saan makikita yung Yung talagang Dix Lucero. Wait saan ko ba nilagay yun? Oh, here. Let me play this. Dito sa video lahat ng mga senior nandito. June Regalado on drums. Sok Nina on bass. Angelo Garcia yan. Dix Lucero, nakakap. Tots Tolentino.
Bastang kamay ng relo, sayaw ng bawat minuto. Kahit na anong pilit-pigilin, di natin magagawang pihitin. Dadaan na dadaan ng oras, di nito magagawang umatras. Ang bukas ay darating din, huwag mong palilipasin. Ang harap mo na ipinapabukas, baka masayang pato at tumalpas. Sa iyong kamay na kasalalay, siguraduhin mo na ang tagumpay. Ikaw ang karapat-dapat sa tatahaking landas. Tapang mo ay sapat, siyang dapat. Sa iyong pangarap, taglay mo.
Pansinin nyo na rin, observe na rin bilang assignment. Observe the mix.
Ang iyong
Kung paano na-space lahat ng mga instruments.
Hanggang ngayon pa ba puso mo'y nangangamba? Hanggang kailan mo ba ipipikit mga mata sa malawak na dagat ng iyong pangarap?
My original guitarist sa Green Rhapsody, Adam Sasante. The great Elmira Saison.
Ikaw ang karapat-dapat sa tatahaking landas. Tapang mo ay sapat, siyang dapat. Sa iyong pangarap, taglay mo ang lahat ng sangka. Ipagaspas ang iyong pakpak, lipat na. Hanggang ngayon pa ba puso mo'y nangangamba? Hanggang kailan mo ba ipipikit mga mata sa malawak na dagat ng iyong pangarap? Hanggang ngayon pa ba puso mo'y nangangamba? Hanggang kailan mo ba ipipikit mga mata sa malawak na dagat ng iyong pangarap? Sa dagat ng iyong pangarap.
I'm gonna play one more before I take a break as I prepare for tonight. There you have it. Look at all those wonderful musicians. They all played with me for years, you know. And it started just as a dream, and then I called one of them and I said, "Can you get the boys together?" All right, I'm gonna play another one. Let me see. How about? Wait, hang in there. Ganun rin, makikita nyo rin silang lahat. It's a song called Pangarap, I think. Pati ako nalilito na sa mga titulo ng mga kanta ko. I think this is the one. Oh, yes. Okay. Where are you? Okay, sandali lang. Itong Pangako, mabilis ako mag-mix. Considerably fast. I'm one of the fast mixers. But this one took me days, no, and nights just to get everything right, yung kumpas na yan. Oh, not this one, sandali lang ha. I need to share this with you guys. Wait a minute. You have to see this and hear the mix also. Where are you? Oh, here. Nahanap ko sa wakas. Okay. And, this song was a ukulele song. So, nung ginawa ko to, ginawa ko pa nga to sa stock room ng bar ko dati. Nakaka-ukulele lang ako. But listen to the mix, listen to the arrangement, and listen to the storytelling also as well. Here's Pangarap. And I say good afternoon to everybody, and join us again tonight. We'll be up at 9. It's the world premiere of a song that I wrote, co-wrote. My lyricist is Maki Maceda, the son of the late Senator Ernie Maceda, and it's called Keep It Green. So I'll see you guys tonight. Here's Pangarap. Enjoy, everybody. Listen to the mix, everything, every detail.
Nung ako ay bata pa, pangarap ko pag ako'y tumanda, magkakarang mga auto, malaking palasyo, ang makapaglakbay sa buong mundo. Simple lang, diba? Ang pangarap ng isang bata. Ngayon ako ay tumatanda na, sumisimple na lang ng aking gusto, ang makapaglakad sa kanto kasama ng aking aso, ang magbasa ng diaryo, makinig na lang sa radyo. Kontento na ako, basta alam ko nariyan ka. Kahit na lumakbo ang aking mga mata, kahit natin ako'y humina na, basta kasama kita. Di problema ang pagtanda, hanggang sa aking huling hininga.
ikaw pa rin ang nais kong kasama. Lumabo ang aking mga mata, kahit nating ako'y humina na, basta kasama kita. Di problema ang pagtanda, hanggang sa aking huling hininga, ikaw pa rin ang nais kong kasama. Wala nga akong malaking palasyo, maliit na bahay lang doon sa may kanto. Wala ni isang puto, pero maraming aso. Malibot-libot lang, yan ang mundo ko. Kontento na ako, basta alam ko nabiyan ka. Di problemang pagtanda, handa na akong tumandaw. Gusto kong tumandaw sa piling mo, aking sinta.